Hi there, friends. I'm Alexander Antonio, and today I'd like to share a brief short message from my mind and my heart to you. And it's in regards to my upcoming talk entitled Go Far Beyond Driven, or Living Far Beyond Your Driven Self. And it can also be said, the power of your inner drive, how to maintain and sustain it and thrive with that power. So our inner drive, living far beyond driven, what can be said about it? Well, I've designed 12 key principles, guiding principles, if you will, that I hope will help you, and I feel that they will. So in today's brief message, I'd like to share the first 4 out of the 12 principles. So without further delay, let me just give you the surface synopsis of the first 4. And bear with me because I journal a lot and I create notes. And that's in order to keep things structured. But for the most part, when I give my talks, especially when I'm doing them live at a venue space, I do them quite spontaneously and more on the impromptu. So I definitely know the subject matter, but a lot of the stuff that I love to share as a coach, a teacher, a trainer, a consultant, if you will, an artist that is thriving and living more beautifully than ever in life. It's because I'm really practicing the stuff that I share, practice what I preach, if you will. Nothing is perfect and no one is, but hopefully as I get to know you and as you get to know me and I share value with you through the wonderful world of information and in the information space, and as you develop in the self, it helps fundamentally and foundationally give you more of what you really want to experience when it comes to life by design, because that is part of the biggest campaign of what I'm doing as somebody who likes to inspire and help people is to help them experience more, because I feel like we were meant for more. I know I was, and I feel that you do as well too. So without further ado, let me get right into principle number 1 that I'll be sharing of 12 in the power of your inner drive. So principle number 1, I'll refer to my notes: drive and sustainability. Why do we have drive? And the equitable means to sustain it. The key is knowing and going deeper into our why factor and how it moves us into sustainability. Sustainability and the why factor, those are the two that you're going to want to sit with and get really comfortable and acquainted with. It's all these principles are connected to serve one the other. And that's just the way it goes round and round and round. So number 1 is drive and sustainability. So let's move right into principle number 2. And principle number 2 is energy is everything. And I've written here in my notes, what then is energy in terms of our empowerment and achievements? The key here is that it takes positive energy to remain fluent and in our optimism, but both positive and negative energy is part of the quantum field that creates reality. So it may sound sciencey, complex, and maybe even lean into that which could be even perceived at first glance as esoteric. So when we start talking about reality creation and the things that are associated with that, just take it on the lighter side. Trust me. As a person who has dove in deep for years now, has done a lot of research and a lot of application to stuff that I've discovered and read, and I've read hundreds of books, and I've looked at the different faculties that make up the human condition, and who are we, and what can we do with this thing that we call personal power, and how can we use personal power to help shape and bend reality to our favor. Trust me, it's a practice. And so The power of your inner drive and to go far beyond driven with these principles is just to help, you get closer to what you want to experience in life, to help you really get those goals well understood and to be crystal clear and to make the best decisions that you can as a person who sees themselves as a person that can create the life that they want to live, moving forward right now. So principle number 2, energy is everything. And again, friends, I'm saying this to you as a person who loves to see people happy, loves to see people succeed in life. That is my calling, is to support those in their successes, because as you become successful, so do I, and so on and so on and so forth. So let's move into principle number 3, and that is more than thoughts. And I've written here in my notes, good positive thoughts are sometimes, if not for the most part, impossible to maintain in every moment or situation, but yet are the keys to principle number 1 and number 2. When then is the secret to our thoughts becoming things? So, do thoughts become things? Well, when you think about it, they absolutely do. Now, I'm not much on absolutes, but what I can say this is that thoughts are something that when you think about them all the time, they compound and then they become. So thoughts do become things. And we'll surface more into that. We'll get more into that. We'll unpack that further when I do the full talk. But for now, we're just giving you the synopsis of it. More than thoughts. Moving into principle number 4. Change by repetition. I have written here, repeated efforts are the key to changing our habits and patterns into more powerful and desirable ones. Why is change connected and consequential to our inner drive? Consequences. There is cause, there is effect. For everything that happens, for every action, there's a reaction. There's a yin and a yang. There's the day and the night. There's the positive and the negative when we think about energy, as we've surfaced over already. So, change by repetition. That's principle number 4. So sit with these first 4 principles as I've just given you the synopsis, because I hope I can stimulate your interest and curiosity. Because what I have planned ahead, I feel, is going to get better and better and better. And everything is really about that. It's really about seeing ourselves and seeing the things around us to grow, and not just to survive, but to thrive, especially in this time when things are more than curious. I think things can sometimes get overcomplicated. So let's do what we can, our part, and connecting to all that is for the one and the all. Keep it simplistic, keep it peaceful and harmonic, and keep learning and growing. Again, from my mind and my heart to you, I'm Alexander Antonio, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for spending your time with me, because I know your time is valuable, and I do appreciate it. Have the best of week, and I'll see you again soon.